lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn.
6 years of Governor Oluwarotimi's administration as Governor of Ondo State has received applause from civil servants. They said the strategies adopted by the state government to improve the welfare of workers referred the sustained industrial harmony and peace that has been engendered in the state. Omorola Obeji has details.
Of Nigeria, so help me God.
On assumption of office as Ondo State Governor in 2017, Governor Oluwarotimi inherited a backlog of 7 months unpaid salaries, leave bonuses, among others. While the backlog of salaries were being addressed, then came the COVID-19 pandemic, which badly affected the productivity of the nation, not exempting Ondo State. Workers in the state were hit with these unforeseen circumstances as their salaries were being paid in percentages by the state government in agreement with labor leaders. Mr. Victor Amoko is the state chairman of Nigeria Labour Congress in Ondo State.
He has been putting life into our veins. He has been putting laugh into our mouth. They have been making us to smile on a daily basis, and that is what we are having now. In 2020, we are expecting majority of the governors around Nigeria. What they did was that they did not pay the minimum wage, but here we pay the minimum wage, and the size of the workers remain. Meanwhile, then we map out a strategy of how do we go by this thing. Then we are looking at the end result. But today, all these things are stories because all those percentages have been paid, the raise salary have been paid.
Pensioners were also not left out as the administration of Governor Oluwarotimi recently approved a 33% pay rise.
The implementation of the 33.4% salary harmonization was done by Akeredolu, and we want to say that Ondo State was the first state to implement it in Nigeria. And just recently, the consequential adjustment in our pensions have been implemented. And I want to tell you that as I am speaking, Ondo State is the first and the only state to have implemented it. So we have benefited very much from Akeredolu.
Other labor leaders testified to the benefits of the present administration.
Some governors have worked in this state, and some members run into problem, maybe because of their presentation, maybe during the newscasting and all those stuffs. But in this administration, there's nothing like that. There was relevant peace, and there is still peace.
To the state head of service, Kayode Ogundele, there has been an exponential growth in the civil service, especially in the areas of employment, regular promotion of deserving officers with financial benefits, training and retraining of workers, and approval of health insurance scheme oranges that provide unhindered access to quality healthcare services.
Within the last few months, I can remember in the Ministry of Infrastructure, we recruited some professionals, architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, different levels of professionals. We did that also for the Osrc, Ondo State Agric Entrepreneurship Agency. We also did in the Ondo State Health Emergency Agency, where some workers that have been, we call them contract or temporary staff, governor graciously approved that they should be brought into the system. So, and we also have the fire service that has been an issue for several years. The state government, through the approval of Mr. Governor, has also recruited officers at different levels to fill existing vacancies in the fire service.
According to him, 2 billion naira is being set aside annually to offset the gratuity of retired workers, including the accumulated terminal benefits of retired staff of the Hope newspaper, amounting to 55 million naira. Meanwhile, Special Advisor to Governor Akeredolu on junior matters, Dari Aragbaye, further pledged more robust relationship between the workforce and government to achieve the redeemed agenda of the government.
Despite the challenges of funds, despite coronavirus, despite economic challenges, they have ensured that the best that can happen to workers keep happening. And this is what they have saddled all of us, from the head of service to special advisor to permanent secretaries in charge to ensure that whatever is due to workers is given to them without delay. It did not stop at that. It has also been stressing the need to accommodate pensioners.
2 years to the end of the present administration, workers seek more collaboration, pay rise to tackle the present soaring costs of living, and conducive environment to work for efficient service delivery. Omoriola Humbiji, Osrc News.
The inaugural session and commencement of pre-hearing conference of National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal for Ondo State has been fixed for Thursday, 4th of May 2023. A statement by the Secretary, National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petitions Tribunal for Ondo State, Mr. Musa Adamu, said the venue of the tribunal is Court Number 2 of the Ondo State High Court Complex, Akure. Time of the sitting is 9 in the morning. A joint panel comprising officers of the Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Security, and officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission has invited the suspended Adamawa State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Hudu Yunusari, over his conduct in the April 15 supplementary elections in the state. The investigation panel set up by the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, asked Yunusari to show up at the force headquarters in Abuja. The panel is headed by an Assistant Inspector General of Police and head of Interpol Nigeria, Gaba Umar, who was appointed as the head of the election planning, monitoring and evaluation team in the build-up to the 2023 general elections. The spokesperson for the Force Criminal Investigation Department, Fumi Egwoje, confirmed the developments. It was reported that Yunusari had stirred controversy after declaring the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Aisha Dahiru, popularly known as Binani, as the winner of the Adamawa State governorship election when the collation of results was yet to be completed. Some civil servants across ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, has been suspended for their alleged roles in salary padding. Those affected are from the Revenue Mobilization and Location and Fiscal Commission, RMAFC, Office of Accountant General of Federation, OAGF, and an undisclosed institution. It was learned that the suspended workers connived with some officials in the office of the AGF to pad their salaries by manipulating the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System, IPPIS. Now on sports, the Flying Eagles have started a comprehensive pre-tournament medical assessment, PCMA, as they get set for a training tour in Argentina. Ladan Bosso's side will travel to South American country on Saturday, with 25 players making the trip for the training tour, which is expected to last 3 weeks. The Flying Eagles will face Brazil, Italy, and Dominican Republic in Group D at the World Cup. The tournament will run from May 20 to June 11 in Argentina. And that's it on Developing Stories. Thank you for watching. Good morning.